French and Italian. Human biology. Interdisciplinary studies. Latin American and Iberian cultures. Linguistics. Mathematics. Neuroscience. Philosophy. Political science and international relations. Quantitative and computational biology. Our final group of majors for today is religion and archaeology.
Okay. Got it. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our USC Dornsife faculty, led by Dean Amber Miller.
Please be seated. Welcome, faculty, students, families, and guests. My name is Emily Anderson, Dornsife College Dean of Undergraduate Education. And it is my great privilege to be here with you today to celebrate the accomplishments of the class of 2023. Really get down to business. I want all of you, especially the students, to take a moment here. I want you to take a breath. I want you to look around. Look up at this amazing structure. Look out at that incredible Southern California sun. Maybe find a friend in the audience, wave. Hi, Bill, that's my friend. And now I'm gonna tell you something really important. Depending on how much sleep you got last night, and really, even if you didn't get a lot of sleep, you are gonna remember this moment for the rest of your lives. So congratulations. Okay, now buckle up, it's a long day. Here we go. Students, I cannot express how truly proud I am of you all. You have studied hard, combining multiple majors and minors. You've worked countless hours in the labs and libraries. You've traveled the world in search of new horizons. You put your curiosity to work through experiential and service learning. And you did all this while returning from a pandemic that these recent years have required changes from us all. You learned the hard way about what it meant to take a break from typical learning and to come back to it. You learned about Trojan Check. You likely met at least one faculty member's pet on Zoom. And through it all, you maintained your focus and your dedication to the task at hand. You came back, you finished your finals, and now today you're graduating. Please allow me to congratulate you all. I also want to take a moment to acknowledge the members of our Dornsife faculty who are here today to support and recognize our graduates. Parents, please know that these are the wonderful professors who have educated your children. These are the faculty members who inspired that surprising second major, that project that kept your child up working till 2 a.m. Or that incomprehensible conversation around the Thanksgiving dinner table when you realized that your graduate had now truly done and learned the things that you never got to do. These faculty are fascinating, dedicated, and I'm sure at this point in the semester, somewhat exhausted. So please give them a very large round of applause. I want to give an extra special thank you to our faculty marshals who are responsible for the assembly, procession, and recession of students for the main commencement ceremony. I want to thank our platform party and special guests. Thank you all for joining us today. And I want to give a very special welcome to USC trustee Tracy Sykes. Finally, a very big thank you to the department coordinators who have worked so hard throughout the year to make sure that today is a wonderful experience for all of us. This is the kind of invisible labor that often goes unrecognized, and I want you to know that we truly appreciate the effort that you put into making today happen. A number of today's graduates have received special honors. Their names are listed in your program. These students have demonstrated exceptional motivation in their academic career and have been recognized by their department, by USC Dornsife, by the university, or in some cases, by national or international organizations. And we are very proud of their accomplishments. I'd now like to take a moment to give special recognition to the students who graduate today at the top of this year's USC undergraduate class. Unsurprisingly, all of them are from USC Dornsife. Our valedictorian is Isha Sungvi. And our salutatorians are Karina Lee Robles and Liam Xiao. Please also recognize our flag and banner bearers who are nominated by their department for their academic achievement, extracurricular accomplishments, and community involvement. So thank you to Jalen Williams, Amina Rivera, and Asta Jani. I would now like to invite USC Dornsife Dean and Anna H. Bing Dean's Chair, Amber Miller, to the podium to give her opening remarks.
Good morning, and congratulations to the USC Dornsife class of 2023. You made it! In the great tradition of USC Dornsife graduating classes going all the way back to 1884, you have so much to be proud of. Your unique voices, talents, and perspectives have enriched our community, and every one of you has done the hard work required to earn a degree that will create possibilities and open new doors for the rest of your lives. Like students before you, you have completed a course of study that challenged you and expanded your horizons. You've published research papers, fought for causes you believe in, championed sustainable practices, launched businesses, participated in humanitarian projects around the world, and so much more. But you also stand apart from so many of the talented classes that came before you. Your undergraduate years, as you well know, have taken place at an extraordinary time. No one would ever have chosen the bizarre circumstances that you had to navigate just as your college experiences were getting going. And I'm sure that as you leave this university today, many of you wished you could have a do-over for those COVID semesters that upended your world. And I don't blame you. Those were difficult times, and having them land right in the middle of your college experience wasn't fair. But I will say this: nearly every brilliant writer and artist, nearly every world-changing leader, nearly every game-changing inventor and entrepreneur, and every single extraordinary person I have ever known has lived through something difficult at a formative time in their lives. I've watched you, class of 2023, rise up to the challenges of these years and thrive with strength and grace and creativity. Every USC Dornsife diploma signifies the completion of a unique and challenging path and a mastery of a powerful combination of analytical and creative capabilities that set you apart for success, no matter what our changing society brings. When you combine this Dornsife degree with the uncommon, resourceful resilience and wisdom that you, class of 2023, have developed, you have become a class that has what it takes to be truly exceptional. And I'm telling you, I have every confidence that you will be. But you have time for that. Today, take a breath, celebrate this incredible achievement, and enjoy the moment. You have earned it. In just a few moments, you will join the ranks of more than 100,000 Dornsife alumni worldwide. That's a big number, and that is a big Trojan family to be part of. This is a group of incredibly accomplished and distinguished graduates that are out there in the world achieving great things just like you will be. And to celebrate our alumni community, a few years ago, we began a new tradition at USC Dornsife of honoring one of our talented and successful alumni with the USC Dornsife Distinguished Alumni Award here at graduation, and then inviting that honoree to be your graduation speaker. Our 2023 USC Dornsife Distinguished Alumni honoree is Eduardo Ponti, an award-winning filmmaker and poet who is known for making films that are both profound and relatable, and always with an eye toward the most human experiences. Eduardo came to USC planning to study cinematic arts, but he quickly realized that while cinema could be a powerful medium through which to tell stories, to create great films, you first have to understand the world, what motivates people, how they think and feel. And if you're going to write great screenplays, you first have to be a great writer. So he switched his major to creative writing and focused on poetry. Poetry liberated me, he said. I could pack as much meaning into a vehicle that was much shorter. And while our Dornsife faculty encouraged his vision and exposed him to new ways of thinking, our dynamic city of Los Angeles provided its own lessons. Eduardo talked about a self-imposed exercise where during his hour-long commute home on the 101 from USC's campus, he would compose a poem in his head while driving, refining and editing it until he finally got home. Let that sink in for a second. Dornsife taught him the kind of discipline that even LA traffic couldn't defeat. Eduardo credits his Dornsife experience for giving him the foundation to cultivate his unique point of view and sharpen his creative instincts, and to take risks. This comes through in all of his films, which often feature radically different individuals who become united as they gradually discover each other's humanity. Eduardo's distinctive approach to filmmaking, his deep understanding of literature and philosophy, and his exploration of the human experience all exemplify values that are central to our liberal arts education, values that underscore what you get coming out of USC Dornsife. Today, Eduardo continues to be an engaged and inspiring member of our USC Dornsife community, and he serves on our board of counselors. I would like to invite Eduardo Ponti to please join me up at the podium. For his significant contributions to USC Dornsife and in recognition of his creative achievements, it is my pleasure to present you with our USC Dornsife Distinguished Alumni Medallion.
Wow, what an honor this is, truly. And from the bottom of my Italian heart, grazie mille, Dean Miller, for this recognition. You know, ever since I stepped foot on this campus, I've loved everything about Dornsife. And for this love to be reciprocated like this by way of this invitation, an award, could not be more special to me. I will treasure this moment as dearly as I've treasured my unforgettable years spent here. You know, it's actually hard to believe that almost 30 years ago, I was sitting right where you are, wearing my ill-fitting rented cap and gown and this pair of really tacky wrap-around Italian sunglasses. I actually got into a fight with my mother that morning because she wanted me to take the glasses off. Not only did she find it disrespectful I'd wear them at a graduation ceremony, but also, and that kind of hurt me, she said that they were so wide on my face, they made me look like a dragonfly. Of course, her slight only caused me to dig my heels in even further, and I made sure those glasses were glued to my face come hell or high water all damn day. The result, I don't have one single picture of my graduation without those awful shades. And for all of you wearing sunglasses right now, I'd suggest you take them off for at least one picture. Because you know what? She was right. They did make me look like a dragonfly. So lesson number one, listen to your mother. No matter how irritating, and I understand how they could be, her comments are, in the not so distant future, they will be proven right. You know, I remember that morning like it was yesterday, walking on stage to get my diploma, and as it was handed to me, being overtaken with a sense of relief, but also anxiety. Relief for having graduated, and anxiety for what the future might or might not hold. These were legitimate emotions, but in hindsight, the feeling that was missing was pride. The pride stemming from a well-deserved sense of achievement. No matter how much praise I received from family and friends, none of it really landed because in my mind, graduating was what I expected of myself. It was the normal thing to do. But you know what? There is nothing normal about graduating from college. And I wish I would have given myself a pat on the back because I deserved it. And today, you deserve it. Today, I want to celebrate you for what you have achieved. You've earned your college degree, and you've done it despite an ongoing pandemic, an onslaught of atmospheric rivers battering the California coast, the toxic culture of social media, and last but not least, the heart-wrenching breakup of Machine Gun Kelly and Megan Fox. But seriously, though, the amount of focus and the amount of concentration you needed to block all this stuff out is truly mind-boggling. But you were motivated. You understood that in pursuing a higher education, you'd become the driver of your life rather than the passenger. How many people in the world can say that? How many people take that chance, or let alone have that opportunity? Each and every single one of you has chosen the path of self-realization. Thanks to your diligence, perseverance, and commitment, you have started the journey towards fulfilling that very promise. From now on, whatever life throws at you will be on your terms. Yes, the road will be long. Yes, of course, it'll be hard. But the first step is already behind you, and for that, you deserve a round of applause. So there aren't that many lessons that I can teach you as you embark on this next chapter, other than listening to your mother, of course. Life lessons aren't so much taught as they're earned through experience, each one a badge of honor. But there is one thing that I wish someone would have told me at this early stage of the game. Whatever you do, trust your instinct. Learn to listen to that inner voice of yours. That voice is what distinguishes you from everyone else. That voice is what will help you leave your unique imprint on this world. One of my greatest struggles has been to trust that voice, because it often gets drowned out by another voice. Ego. And believe me, ego is not our friend, because that's the voice of our deepest insecurities. And nothing good ever comes from acting out of one's insecurities. Learning to distinguish between the two voices is challenging, because very often the ego tells you what you want to hear, whereas your instinct tells you what you ought to hear. And that's never quite as sexy, is it? But you know what's sexy? Feeling empowered, being in peace, building a life that not only you can count on, but one that also fulfills you. All opportunities that will come your way if you learn to listen to your instincts over your ego. And it's not that you have to completely ignore your ego. I mean, a healthy ego plays an important part in your life, but you can't solely be led by it. Here's another important notion I wish I would have known earlier. When you're manifesting your future goals and aspirations, rather than expecting for them to happen, use hope instead. When I got out of grad school, I had a plan to direct my first film within 2 years, and 5 to 8 years later, have a steady filmmaking career with, who knows, maybe an Oscar in sight. As you'd suspect, life did not go at all according to plan. I did direct my first film within that approximate time frame, but its critical and commercial response were such a catastrophe that my career came to a grinding halt. Or that's what I told myself. The truth is, no external forces could have arrested my career. No bad review or box office disappointment could have permanently stopped me from doing what I love. I did that to myself. And in hindsight, the single greatest paralyzing factor that stopped me was the burden I had put on myself as a result of those expectations. Don't get me wrong, it's important and it's good to have ambitions. But there is something debilitating that takes place when the expectations of those ambitions are not met. We suddenly question ourselves and everything around us, and that leads us to paralysis. It took me a long time to understand that expectations are hope's somewhat toxic cousin. But once I did, everything changed, and my life and my career shifted. I didn't shift the goalposts of my dreams. I only shifted my approach to them by replacing the word expectation with the word hope. And that lifted the performance burden I'd put on myself. Why? What's the difference between hope and expectation? It's humility. Expectations are imbibed with that pesky word again, ego, whereas hope isn't. And so when you take the ego out of your dreams, no matter the outcome, you will stay the course. And in the process, you establish a healthier relationship with your aspirations. So soon, this hard-earned diploma will be hanging on a wall somewhere in your home or your parents' home, because let's face it, it's also a little bit theirs. The question you need to ask yourself is, what do I owe this diploma? What do I owe the time and the treasure I spent getting it? You owe it one thing: finding a career that resonates with your deepest sense of self. You can make a whole lot of money being what I call a mover of merchandise, a person who takes other people's ideas and repackages them for a higher price. But this diploma makes you better than that. This diploma gives you a higher calling. It asks of you to risk, to expose yourself to the world by creating something that wasn't here before. That's why you owe this diploma, to leave the world slightly better than when you entered it. After 4 years at Dornsife, some of you will have discovered your professional calling, but the majority, I suspect, won't have, and will still be searching. And that's okay. Don't feel bad. Be open about it. Start feeling comfortable with the words, "I have no idea." Not knowing is not failing, it's the beginning of clarity. I remember on my first film, this intimidating actor approached me with a bevy of questions about what we were about to shoot, and I freaked out. I didn't have half the answers, and just as panic set in, my instincts took over and the truth came tumbling out of my mouth. I told the guy, "You know, I have no idea." And just like that, by embracing my truth and letting the pressure out of the situation, the ideas started coming. It unlocked my creative mojo. Finding your calling is the most important thing you owe your life. So don't look outwards for the answer. Don't look at what your family wants, what society expects of you. Look within and follow your truth. You could only change the world by doing what you love, because that vocation will tap into the very reason you are unique. And that uniqueness is why you've been put on this earth. Moreover, by doing what you love, you will love yourself. And the light you will carry in your eyes, reflecting that sense of contentment, will shine on others. You will not only elevate yourself, but also those around you. And isn't that what it's all about? Be the tide that elevates the world. Be the flame that makes the hot air balloon rise instead of the sandbag that holds it back. Be the one yes in a barrage of no's. And lastly, be kind. Not only be kind not only to others, but also to yourself. Trust your choices and let go. Each choice you make is like planting a seed. Let the seed grow on its own accord. If your choices are true to yourself and born from a good place, then the seed will grow to serve the best of your intentions. Relax. If you're on the right track, life will provide when you least expect it, but most need it. So go forth into the world with eyes open, minds agile, and hearts full. I wish you a life of passion, of audacity, but most of all, peace. The kind of peace that visits you when you're living a life of purpose and a life of meaning. Thank you.
Eduardo is a little taller than I am. Before we get started with the procession of graduates, I want to go over a few things for everyone's benefit. Each group will be directed when to stand and come forward to the platform for the presentation of their diploma folders. Friends and family, please remember that this is an important day for all of the people around you as well. Keep in mind that a professional photo will be taken on stage, so please do not block the aisleways in an attempt to take your own personal perfect photo. We have to keep the aisles clear for everyone's safety. We can all agree that this is a truly special and momentous accomplishment for each of our undergraduates, one that is worthy of celebration. Although it's not realistic to ask that you hold your applause until all the candidates have been recognized, I would just ask you to be mindful and courteous to those around you. To the graduates, please return to your seats after exiting the stage, and do know that the ceremony is not complete until all of our graduates have been recognized. So as they say in my son's Little League games, stay to cheer for everyone around you. Okay. I am now pleased to begin the presentation of diplomas.
Jacob Seth Amster. Anna Finkel. Selma Abdullah.
Lauren Malkoon. Jillian Sawyer. Akela Kiara Saladino.
Jose Alejandro Boteo Herrera. Jasmine Bunani.
Tal Slon.
India Griffin. Dylan Green.
Fifi Smith.
Stephen Kim.
Tanya Matthews. Andrew Parit. Anna Weiler.
Reagan Danielle Kirby. Laura Catania.
Jameza Martinez.
Rachel Emily Geary. Sarah Goldman. Juan Jurado.
Michael Small.
Eric Hensley.
Taylor Martinez. Elaine Wong.
Clarissa Ion.
Monique Yamaguchi.
Genesis Guerra. Chloe Ben-Moshe.
Emily Tutnick. Lauren McAnich.
Israel Goyman. Dane Betancourt. Jordan Jones.
Atharva Tivari.
Evie Dermanuel. Taya Heisel.
Minji Park. Kavya Rajesh. Edward Romero.
Si Yoon Yi. Malia Gee. Elizabeth Stark Golden. Thomas Anthony Dickman.
Bianca Rose Ventola.
Samantha May Hollins.
Rita Mastro Mateo.
Olivia Hurd. Emily Columbine. Natasha Obama. Sophia Rose Lee.
Mei Ching Sun. Tiari Thompson.
Jesse Garcia. Morgan Lee Doyle. Hunting Liu.
Brianna Angel Varela.
Mandy Lee Escobedo Zamora. Brittany Bonilla.
Isabella Scafidi.
Sammy Raman Schmeit.
Christine Saba Tagizadeh.
Bhavik Bajanya.
Lydia Whitman.
Corey Karp.
Alexandra Mack.
Jose Yesarel Hernandez Trejo.
Courtenay Shay Allison Martin Jones.
Isabella Echternach. Gina Nicole Extavor.
Katrina Tankora.
Haley Ann Hubby.
Connor Mukai.
Nicholas Goddard. Jackie Lutz Hibbard.
Caleb Katz.
Sarah Bai.
Jasper Pryor.
Lauren Geek. Kalia Gaiba. Alvaro Aldana.
Rachel Ann Robertson. Harriet Agatha May Yen Taylor.
Sean Chen. Cassidy Cooley.
Griffin McIntyre. Jasmine Halido.
Victoria Celeste Lonclo.
Holly McCauley. Alexandra Ray Santora. Amanda Grace Postman.
Carissa Chang. Felicity Ann Dorn. Simon Gallus.
Enrique Martinez III.
Rana Agababazadeh.
Connor McLean. Abigail Ramirez Villanueva. Joseph Nunez. Navart Muradian. Chris Nori.
Tina Garagonians. Amanda Hope Cuevas.
Frobel Matevosian. Isabel Jacqueline Rogers. Abdallah Muayed.
Madison Ivana Goldberg.
Rachel Elizabeth Texera.
Joseph Antonello. Mernaz Bakhshad.
Isabel St. Jean.
Andrea Castillo. Jillian Comer. Christilda Atia. Eller Vereen Bart. Esteban Gonzalez. Katrina Beschloss. Vincent Lee. Dixie Lonergan.
Garrett Wagner. Karen Color Menon. Kevin Matthew. Audrey Jane Moore.
Sarah Maria Berger Maniero. Anthony Aliassi.
William Yang.
Andrew Evan Avalos. Boyan Hu.
Samhitha Saiba.
Elia Christine Golmia. Lindsay Nicole Bunch. Mia Dow. Eliana Bryant. Quinn Christelle Noel Fogerston.
Naomi Nemhard. Courtney Rohr. Haley Moss.
Matthew Edmund Lucet.
Elizabeth Mensah.
Cindy Gu.
Benjamin Sopranovich.
Xinyu Di.
Maxwell Douglas Nickel.
Sebastian Hernandez Malpica.
Flynn Wilburn.
Rachel Liu. Kai Nagunda Cayetano. Yunsun Eo. Emma M. Ashley. Carolyn Guo. Rachel Kassar. Jillian Lee.
Emily Marquez. Sharon Tu. Maria Cao.
Jeffrey J. Chiu. Yenjan Olivia Lin. Faith De Kuiper. Alana Benson. Jason Key. Jacqueline Jade Greenberg.
Benjamin Ross.
Honor Campbell.
Ayomiku Ninu Jesu Mary Odusami. Cameron Ripley Rawlings.
Griselda Guzman.
Christopher W. Murtaugh. Hassan Shah. Kai Zachary Wayans. Nicholas Samuel Rao. Quinn Pettit. Madison Elizabeth Nygren.
Yufeng Roy Lee.
Dean Tassoni.
Juan Manuel Lobo Padilla.
Melissa Osborne. Tyler Siness.
Yutung Lee. Samuel Keeney.
Julio Cesar Mora Mendoza.
Teresa Botts.
Matthew Mandarino.
Tina Flores. David Lee.
Christiana Iuana Sikeli. Laura T. Nguyen.
Nicole Lisa Falk.
Jing Yao Hook.
Emily Ching.
Nicole Sarkeesian. Ruby Elizabeth Risch.
Karen Cho. Katarina Chung.
Natalie Mashati.
Hayden Lauren Hurt. Nicholas Galvez,
Alexander Scrumbus.
Sydney Chu, Anandi Chaudhry, Cheska Camille Factorin,
Gabriela Alejandra Martinez.
Anil Liu, Tara Johnson,
Pratik Thakur. Catherine Thompson.
Zainab Kara Ibrahim,
Emily Leroy Morris. Angelina Michelle Yusabelli.
Alexander Remek Alijani, Luke Dalton Gordon,
Elizabeth Wynn.
Xiaopeng Bian,
Paul Retterer. Jacqueline Elise Pittman Chetiner. Ali McCoy. Hank Woolley.
Eugene Kim, Shreya Agrawal, Tanaya Apshankar,
Dejan Shakya. Rachel Mamo. Nancy Nicole Summerfield.
Savannah Corradini,
Gabriel Romero. John McKay. Amaya Simpson.
Hunter Hyde,
Aaron James Smith. Alfredo Matthew Torres.
Abigail Kehalani Drood, Andrew Wyatt Brilliant,
Georgia Nickel. Claire Benet Post.
Samantha Berry, Aaron Kim, Nicole Aaron Lewis,
Leslie Yang.
Casey Cheng,
Kaya Matsumi Von Berg.
Hengdi Liang, Gemma Megumi Fakaji,
Alexis Markin. Alan Wang. Grace Elena Milstein.
Kayla Lewis,
Anika Cutler.
Hannah Rose Skinner.
Maya Bhattacharya,
Urban Seberg.
John Hemmer, Anthony Javier Duarte, Caroline Egan, Sandra Barona, Bauti Eileen Chen,
Gina Song.
Olivia Heffernan.
Julianne Guo, Rose On.
Tadiwanashe Nete.
Anna Maria Baranato.
Rohan Sanjay.
Melissa Kern.
Timothy Wu.
Vienna Gogstad Webb. Lauren Lee.
Jessica Reyes Martinez. Suchi Zhang.
Amulia Krishna Jasti. Lucas Frasrand. Maria Gigi Harris. Singling Liu. Spencer Churchill.
Xing Yuing Zhang. Harrison Reese Rogers.
Ji Yuan Lee.
Henry Schofield.
Shayla Hernandez. Nathan Doko.
Xiao Lu Wang.
Hayden Columbine. Yubu Fu. Mackenzie Ingrid Franks. Yi Lin Liu. Ella Marie Bogdansky.
Yizhou Wang.
Catherine Baroni. Patrick Thomas Bjornstad. Jordan Birch Arney.
William Schultz.
Nell Current.
Aryan Chaudhry. Ayana Desai.
Keshavan Srivatsan.
Philip John Gilbert. Matthew On.
Sibel O'Donnell.
Brian Junyang Ko. Hudson Jet Carresco.
Grace Watkins.
William Kent Hunt. Xu Wen Chen.
Oliver Teitscheid.
Anton Krasnov. Chase Cook.
Sorel Sheth. Kennedy McIntosh.
Paola Lizette Lopez. Alejandra Gudiel Escobar. Jake Freeman. Justin Benjamin. Mark Ebert.
Inhayak Suh. Aiden Miltner. Allison Pena. Gideon Nazarian. Robin Famtong. Rina Somani.
Morgan Liu.
Jervis Ton. Amelia Vesca. Samhita Mistry.
Audrey Stavish.
Emma Shu.
Hannah Tadros. Samantha Rios.
Lila Catherine Farida Hawk. Angela Cha.
Alexandra Noel Zabal.
Yifu Deng.
Michelle Paxson. Difei Xiong.
Kelly Kim.
Chinze Yu.
Amelia Sadie Gausward. Paula Lopez. Jonathan Diaz.
Xing Wang. Gillian Northrup. Wenhao Zhang.
Natalie Blank. Dylan Andrews. Jahan Jazieri.
Cameron Walcott.
David Grossfeld.
Xiao Yang.
Christina Marie Ferrero. Hao Ran Chu. Lily Yuping Bai.
Anthony Rebuelta. Alina Shen.
Quinn Yu Deng.
Shreya Kashyap.
Mingyu Park. Adelina Minassian. Miguel Angel Robles.
Mackenzie Michelle Fain Parrish. Michelle Davies. Rika Chipan. Princess Naya Ray Beckham. Brianna Xiaozha Liu. Melanie Julissa Aguilar. Joshua Ahn.
Dalen Smith. Maricar Navarro Ordonez. Donald Lindsay Ward, Jr. Vikram Vadarevu. Bailey Elise Patterson. Joseph Nassib. Jinzi Xu. Ellie Sula.
Wen Yue Hu. Kimmy Chi. Fuliang Liu.
Daniel Nicole.
Minji Kong.
Sonja Shahriar.
Kiana Aslanyan. Nuran Sultana Joffrey.
Stella Mendez Sepasipur.
Amanda Chow.
Amina Charlie Rivera.
Jonathan Fu. Jonathan Kamanta. Caitlin Shu.
Michaela Mengen.
Nicholas Ranjit Cortez.
Alyssa Jasmine Matias. Isabella Roshan Uramati. Elizabeth Malenga,
Lavina Irene Salvatine Lavarias.
Catherine Owadjori, Isabella Welsh, Mark Anthony Rodriguez,
Sophie Cantor.
Annalie Nguyen, Arnav Rashid,
Diego Andrades. Morgan Asani Lawrence.
Devin Reyes,
Connor Miles Buchanan. Kate Shu. Ernesto Barba Lopez.
Natalie Song, Akshita Sharma, Desiree West, Pooja Nainesh Shah, Nicole Wongquo, Sophia Margareta Steller,
Brianna Garcia Guzman. Catherine Diana Lopez.
Patrick Yao,
Zachary John Dizee.
Annalise Shiroma,
Grant Costco.
Irene O'Neill,
Bowdy Osweb. Madeline Kelly.
Ashmi Mehta,
Emily Hansen.
Kairin Priscila Velasquez,
Axel Diao Bendari.
Christine Nguyen,
Christopher Paul Coleman.
Kyle Joshua Wong, Jude Veerman,
Alice Chewan Beck.
Anna Romilly, Holly Nguyen, Samuel Ba Lam Yi,
Giannina Marie Yu Ferrer. Malik Shumas. Halliday Margaret Kinsey.
Ray Shino, Nicoleta Pavlopoulou,
Roque Duenas. Sabrina Maria Lopez.
Lingare Ofosuhene, Nina Patel, Logan Terry, Joshua Ian Sanchez,
Kavina Collins. Ariana Koba Clemento.
Tyler Shin,
Zachary Hammer.
Nicholas Messina, La Paula Parker, Skylar Watson,
Christina O. Heather Gilliland.
Samantha Torres, Nikki McCormick, Anna Luisa Urea,
Keaton Littlefield. Kevin Frost.
Eloise Snedden.
James Wynn Hartford. Joyce Kim. Danya Fatehi.
Daisy Vidania.
Gabriel Leonardo Henito.
Daniel Inchausti. Joseph Shafano. Jessica Xiaojia Wang. Anna Schusser.
Michelle Kwong. Michael Friedman.
Jun An Tao. Joseph Song.
Natalie Gamici.
Aman Shah.
Brenda Gill Martinez. Arian Desai.
Mateen Razapur. Paulina Anastasia Utomo. Aiden Perry Lennon Martin. Noah Habib Sayed. Celestine Sa. Anthony Vasilian.
Ryan Barajas.
Jeremy Wong.
Tyler On. Emmeline Lynn. Brandon Cheung.
Nathan Jong.
Michael Kim.
Christine Wen.
Melanie Michelle Chavaria. Carissa Chiang.
Tingying Tao.
Terry Karan Hill. Catherine Yingzi Lin.
Smith McCary Robin Shute.
Ling Yu Ding.
Samantha Brooke Ju. Yao Yu Tang.
Rafael Domingo Lopez.
Neri Roman Hernandez.
Eleanor Kroger. Aaron Feingold.
Carson Roy Rojas. David Simbalov. Tanya Cerna. Diana Salkic. Alexa Moe. Marguerite Newhart.
Kylie Leong Bob.
Reese Kenshi Takimoto.
Mauricio Alejandro Lopez. Brian Coy.
Jesse Perez.
Natalie DiMartino.
Daryl Jenniford Payton.
Salvis Galvanaskis.
Jaden Mullen.
Harrison Hetrick. Erica Espinelli.
Anishka Sama. Serena Stevens. Lily Sheridan Petruselli.
Aislinn Knight,
Juliet Wimpheimer,
Ashley Lauren Fedorov, Chloe Excelowitz,
Avonlea Valdez, Nikki Khosrowshahi, Nandini Patel, Layla Khosrowshahi,
Wuri Lee,
Eileen Zong,
Taemin Jang, Connie Ching, Annabelle Faith Hernandez, Cameron Cornelio,
Kevin Yang,
Omar Habhab, Keelan Lopez, Alvaro Flores, Naomi Joyce, Julian Barreto,
Lauren Peretz,
Mohammed G. Ali, Kian Jeshin Nelson, Colette Canbarian, Jared Heavens,
Grace Ann Stinger, Reagan Priest, Tingyu Zhang,
Kelsey Lamb,
Chelsea Helshaw,
Brianna Graham,
Ashley White,
Miranda Bumrung,
Chris Wardana,
Liliana Gabriela Freeland, Amulia Chava, Sagan Gore,
Emily Serpa,
Anna Goodwin, Flannery Monahan Brown, Janelle Maria Granados Gutierrez,
Madison Melito, Paige Tebow, Emma Stanfill,
Diego Arceo Peregrino,
Ryan Peterson, Christina Nguyen,
Billy Cruz, Kevin Alexander Chan, Tessa Becerra, Catherine Bardalis, Rose Esfandiari, Ashley King,
Jessica Sun,
Mai Yen Fritz,
Noah Sloan, Haley Murray, Suhas Pila,
Taylor Akimoto, Vumzi Abru, Casey Duan, Netra Char Bhat,
Hannah Wasil,
Tara Gopinath, Valeria Rocky. Alicia Kosla. Jana Labib.
Faresha S. Sultan.
Nadia Khan.
Yagna Sriramanani.
Valeria Leon.
Daniel Nicholas Robinson.
Rojan Javaheri. Jacob H. Berger. Christine Chen.
Will Segal.
Amar M. Durrani. Hosna Hossein. Smayan Kothapali. Calvin Hong.
Kijo Bay.
Ricardo Perez.
Iris Deng.
Amelie Schlager. Melissa Antonina Romero.
Wilhelm Lindfos.
Christopher Joshua Tay. William Tate Schmergel. Solman Saeed. Bethlehem Zurihun.
Vishal Jagannathan. Jack Sabuzar.
Marcus Yao. Mitchell Rogers.
Khalifa Ahmed El Magarmed.
Roger Jr. McDonnell.
Bradley Ferguson.
Ashley Villarreasa.
Catherine Cheng.
Chelsea Nguyen. Isabel Northington. Anna Christina Jean Perry.
Eliana Kajasta. Valeria Diaz.
Serena Rani Ramde. Seraphine Sun. Catherine Gingras Stark. Natalie Wu. Jonathan Milton.
Jihu Kim. Daniel Beaumier. Terry Liu. Todd Robert Dean Gavin.
Henriette Purina. Patrick Walsh.
David Anthony De La Cruz.
Rua Lin Tu. Sophia Whitmire. Tai Shen. Tristan Dragon Schmidt. Mengxuan Wu.
Melanie Ipiam. Amina Herzog. Ambar Dange.
Kimmy Zamora.
Wan Young Dong. Alethea Vitali de Jesus.
Meng Fei Zhang.
Joshua Liu. Noah Christensen. Justice Hayashida.
Alejandra Diaz.
Komal Patri. Isha Sangvi.
Kendra Landau.
Helen Nguyen.
Kelsey Brooke Cohen. Victoria Chan. Ashley Ann Grindon.
Hyungjin Park. Carolyn McAdams.
Chloe Duckworth.
Harrison Murphy.
Isabella Quinn Gonzalez.
Brian Mathis. Win Nguyen.
Lucas Eskegian.
Shakely Oakschlach. Justin Carl Mapanau.
Cole J. Hyder. Sophie Credo. Simon Dang.
Joseph Tate.
Shania Zara Joffrey.
Giselle Christine Pena. Anna Sarukian.
Ashley Gustafson. Elizabeth Erdman.
Aaliyah Santee.
Olivia Espinoza.
Lily Ramirez. Layla Isabel Shakarin.
Benjamin Michael Chai. Brett Ashton Bognar.
Vincent Wong.
Ishan Jane.
Caroline Helen Vassar.
Addison Leedsberg. Atila Bense Eisenstadt.
Zion Mayaka Kaylee Smith.
David Campos.
Philip Light.
Tenzin Tsesong.
Jack Litwin. Courtney Hannah Azari. Vishay Shamin.
Karina Lee Robles. Zhu Xuan Jessica Pan.
Renee Christel Tayo Aldea.
Kayla Rachel Mabubi. Mariam Manukyan.
Bill Lamb. Sophia Angun Haddad.
Aman Patel. Sota Suzuki. Patrick Joseph Sherlock. Aura Yakubian. Sophia Tabarez.
Jolie Kim.
Akos Marfo Sarbang. Sally Shadell. Chloe Yoon.
Dominic Kamicha. Lauren Tiffany Cooper. Valeria Maria Flores Cadena.
Tatum Verona.
Xiomara Gillette. Rachel Liu. Yichi Bobby Feng.
Allison Rosenblum. Jacob Wisnick.
William Henry Chambers. Sasha Banky.
Aneri Shaw.
Sangeeta Kishore.
Natalie Grace Sepula.
Faith Raylynn Hotchkiss. Noah Gordon. Barrett Fuller. Frank Hong.
Shalini Nesson. Juliana Angela Marie Reyes Montano.
Darcy Bond.
Leoncia Celeste Ngoma.
Anushka Astana.
Christian Xavier Marroquin.
Claire Brittany Crawford.
Robert Rodriguez. Alessandra Pacheco.
Michael Merib Johns IV.
Miguel Walsh.
Stefania Chung.
Bryce Winteraud.
Cola Bambosi. James D'Ambrosi.
Sabella Ralston. Arian Nazari.
Angus Carr. Danielle Nicole John. Celia Laureen Gray. Javier Garcia. Paige Alexandra Hewlett. Jonah Busing.
Armand Manatsakanian. Afan Mohammed Rahman. Nicholas Nieva. Sienna Valenzuela Peterson.
Samuel Hession. Laura Simone Baskin.
Colin Tarleton. Zahra Rajab. Jacob Thompson.
Caleb Wong. Daniela Rachel Hagani.
Sampatha Mathur. Esmeralda Morissette Isguera. Margot Zhao.
Stephanie Lawrence. Cleo Klapsis. Alexandra Gutnova.
Vedant Vamshidar.
Danielle Hashemi. Joe Yotzis. Harut Sarkisi Danielian. Gordon Bradshaw II.
David Wall.
Ida Goestani.
Nicholas Randall Tinkin. Alexia Azul Nutting.
Garrett Geiger. Carlotta Dalal Alai. Isabella Kozlik. Dylan Anvikar.
Kirsten Mattoon. Jamal Saraki.
William Guzzi.
Nathan Sweeney.
Garrett Quinn Humble. Adrian Frank.
Ava Emily Sanchez.
Alexandra Dorian.
Nate Rutledge.
Malia Franklin. Kevin Gong. Aurora Cody.
Song Yang Xu.
Maria Ellsworth. Reeves Davis Cameron. Louise Bonaventure. Lucy Burgess.
Cameron Nelson.
Hao Chen. Madeline Jean Hood.
Kenneth Shu.
Adam Jackman. Peter Kim. Justice An.
Sejan Zhong.
Benjamin John Bloom.
Harrison Moses Chakmakis.
Thomas Drizik. Vamsi Chavali.
Kristen Elizabeth Perez Lewis. Christopher John Simons III. Madison Moirori. Kayla Xu.
Emily Lieberman. Mung Di Chai.
Clara Marie Zaragoza. Grace Slattery Shake.
Catherine Levesque.
Dottie Yu.
Rachel Cara Blanton. Fong Yun Cecilia Liu. Charlene Farshatica. Tessa Ferrari. Yasmin Amira Bayod.
Sabrina Kailu Zong.
Jessica Fan.
Colin Yo.
Juliana Cornet.
Echo Tang. Agung Wanso Putra. Leon Za. Jaden Wood.
Shannon Modine Brownlee. Catherine Kendrick.
Yuwin Jia.
Isabella Del Carmen Martinez. Enai Terrazas. Sanjana Pei.
Tomas Castillo Bukakis.
Sunkulp Marutyunjaya. Kelly Sadikun.
Tung Yu Lu.
Sydney Posey. Yingfei Wang.
Efrain Ricardo Laguna III.
Jay Choi.
Emily Levesque.
Kimia Safar Hanlu.
Celia Bartel.
Brian Tinsley.
Kwamin Lee. Carly Coletta.
Johanna Soto.
Ashley Rouse Harabi.
Daniel Racinos. Sarah E. Torres. Christina Pendlebury. Selena Montano. Alan Wong. Brendan Tai.
William June Lee.
Jonathan Sanchez.
Tiana M. Anderson. Simardeep Singh Garva.
Samantha D. Ambrosio.
Sarah A. Elmo.
Laura Wang Ribeiro. Weidi Xiao.
Arturo Luna Ambris.
Ananya Shah.
Jeksu Yu.
Durga Arjun.
Isaac Sheffer.
Serena Xiong.
Laura Lawrence.
Jamie Torres.
Salma Abdel Rahman.
Mariam Rahman.
Thomas Lockie.
Carla Cáceres Pérez.
On behalf of the University of Southern California and the USC Dana and David Dornsife College of Letters, Arts, and Sciences, congratulations, class of 2023. I want to take a moment here to congratulate and thank Brenda Mendoza and the Dornsife events staff for making this such an amazing ceremony and experience for all of you. And I speak for all of us on stage when I say it's been a privilege to participate in your education. You've grown intellectually, you've grown personally, you get to apply all that you've learned here to the challenges you care most about. We can't wait to hear what you do in the years ahead. A few words about how we get out of here. We're going to conclude with a formal recessional led by the faculty. So guests, please remain in your seats until faculty and graduates have recessed out of the stadium. Congratulations, everyone, and fight on.